morning, my name is Isabela Fernandez and my experiment is inflate a balloon with baking soda and vinegar. Question problem. I'll try to find out if I mix baking soda and vinegar in a bigger bottle, will it fill up a balloon the same as if it was in a smaller bottle? Hypothesis. I believe that if I put baking soda and vinegar in a bottle, then that mixture will inflate a balloon, and if I use a bigger bottle, then I would need a bigger amount of vinegar and baking soda to inflate the balloon the most and in less time. I believe that this would happen because when baking soda and vinegar are mixed together, they create an acid-base reaction. A gas called carbon dioxide is formed. Due to the fact that it is a gas, it would try to expand inside the bottle, and then if there's still carbon dioxide left, it would move into the balloon and inflate it. That's when the size of the bottle affects the exothermic reaction produced. If the bottle is bigger, then it will need more gas to fill up the bottle because more gas will be required to cover a larger area, and more gas equals more ingredients. But if a smaller bottle with the same amount of ingredients is used, the balloon is more likely to inflate since less gas will be needed to cover its area. Variables. The independent variable is the size of the bottle, and the dependent variable is how much the balloon is going to inflate and in how much time. The control variable are the materials that are not changing: balloon, baking soda, vinegar, funnel, measuring cup, goggles, lab coat, etc. And my experimental group is the one which I am using a bigger empty bottle, and my control group is the one in which I'm using a smaller one. Materials: balloon, small empty bottle, 200 milliliters, 2 tablespoons of vinegar or baking soda, 4 ounces of vinegar, funnel, measuring cup, safety goggles, lab coat, a chronometer, and a ruler. The materials of the experimental group are almost the same, except that instead of using a small bottle, I will use a larger 2.5 liter bottle. Procedure. First, I'll carefully pour 4 ounces of vinegar using a funnel into a small empty bottle. Then, using the funnel, I will pour 2 tablespoons of baking soda inside the balloon. After that, I'll carefully feed the balloon over the bottle opening, and I'll make sure not to drop any baking soda into the bottle lid. After that, I'll carefully feed the balloon over the bottle opening, and I'll make sure not to drop any baking soda into the bottle lid. Finally, I will lift the balloon, and I'll make sure to immediately start counting in how much time till the balloon stops filling. The balloon will inflate after both the baking soda and vinegar mix. I will repeat the same experiment with a big bottle. I will also measure the control group and experimental group with a ruler to compare results, and after that, I will come to a conclusion in which prove that my hypothesis is correct. These were the results. Results. After doing my experiment, my results were that in average, the mixture of vinegar and baking soda in a smaller bottle, 200 milliliters, inflates a balloon faster and gets slightly bigger than in the bigger bottle, 2.5 liters. Also, there was a variation in results because not all balloons are exactly the same. Some may stretch more and others can be more rigid. Conclusions. What I found out during my investigation, or that I wasn't considering before in my hypothesis, is that not all balloons inflate equally, and some may be more flexible than others. The results aren't going to be exactly the same. I also found out that when the reactants are used up, baking soda and vinegar, the reaction stops, and the balloon stops filling up. If one of the reactants is used up completely, the reaction stops. My experimental results of it supported my hypothesis. When I add baking soda and vinegar into a bigger bottle, it would take longer to inflate a balloon and it will inflate slightly less than if I use the same quantity in a smaller one. It will take longer time because if the area is bigger, then the carbon dioxide created by vinegar and baking soda would take longer to cover its area. The amount of baking soda and vinegar needs to be proportionate to the size of the bottle. If I'm using a bigger one, then I will need a bigger amount of ingredients so that the balloon inflates in less time. What occurs when mixing up vinegar and baking soda is that the vinegar, which is an acid, is making a chemical reaction with the baking soda, a base. When the two substances mix, you get a carbonic acid, forcing the balloon to blow up. Gases need a lot of room to spread out, and when the carbon dioxide starts to fill up the bottle, then it moves into the balloon to inflate it. That was my experiment. Inflate a balloon with vinegar and baking soda. Thanks for watching.